Well, it's my last day in Vang Vieng. Yesterday was so great with the hot air balloon ride, and it's gonna be hard to top that. I don't know if I'll be able to top that today, but there's a couple things that I do want to try and fit in today. So before I leave, so I'm gonna go hop downstairs and have some breakfast. Breakfast is included here at the hostel. And then hire, I think, a tuk-tuk to get out to one of the lagoons that are in the area. I hear there's 6 of them, but I'll probably just go to 1 or 2 to get some time in swimming and get a little sunshine. And then come back here, and I know most people take a motorbike out there, but I heard in the last couple days people were having some issues with pretty severe flooding and mud and whatnot that made the rides difficult. So I'm just gonna put my safety ahead of everything else, and maybe pay a little extra and just get someone else to drive with 4 wheels instead of 2. And then this afternoon, there's a bunch of us that I was hanging out with here yesterday at the hotel who wanted to ride bicycles out to this hike that has a really great view. So we'll get a little exercise in the afternoon, kind of after the severe midday heat. And it'll be a great way to cap off the trip here. So I think it'll be a fun day. Hopefully I can fit both things in, and hopefully the weather cooperates with both. Well, I just did my negotiating. It seems like really the cheapest that you can get out to the Blue Lagoons is $250,000 for one tuk-tuk, and I'm traveling by myself, so I'm gonna have to pay the whole thing. And so it was only another $50,000 to add in the hike that I wanted to do. And I'm gonna be all the way out there anyway, so rather than going out to the lagoon, coming back to town, and then going all the way back out there for the hike, I'm just gonna do them both and just pay a couple extra bucks to do that. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel now, get my sneakers so it'll be a little bit easier for the hike, and then they're gonna come pick me up and we'll head out to the lagoon and then the hike. So slightly different plan, but I think it makes maybe a little bit more sense. It's really hot out, so I'm really looking forward to the lagoon, frankly. But should be good. See you in a bit. Up Blue Lagoon 2. Check it out. We just got to Blue Lagoon number 2. It's not quite what I expected. There has been a lot of really heavy rain. We are in the monsoon season. The pictures from about a week ago online looked really like a blue lagoon, but a lot of this is looking pretty brown to me, and not the most inviting look for swimming. So I don't know. I'm gonna explore. There's a bunch of different pools here, so I'm gonna see if some of them look a little bluer than others. I can see that there's fish in there that are alive and healthy, and so you know, it can't be that bad, but I just don't know if it's really for me. The river does look blue. You know, that's a little faster moving than some of this, but you can tell that this is flooded out, you know, near some walkways and bridges and whatnot. So definitely, you know, the recent rains are having an effect. I am really happy that I paid the extra money to get the tuk-tuk out here. Because I was the only one, I was able to sit in the cab with the driver, which was even more comfortable than if I had been in the back, obviously, bouncing around. But most of the road, I would say, was either gravel or dirt road, and there were significant potholes. It was bouncy even, you know, sitting in the cab. I was getting a little car sick. So while it's doable on a motorbike, it was dry enough that, you know, it would have been doable. It was just more pleasant, I think, to be in a tuk-tuk, you know, if you can afford the extra few bucks. So the skies are looking a little ominous too. Hopefully they hold out. But anyway, I'm gonna explore a little bit, see if there's somewhere that looks decent for swimming. Otherwise, might be heading over to the hike a little bit earlier than I thought. But it looks like it would be really fun, you know, if the weather was a little bit better. You can tell there's a couple spots for jumping off platforms and you know, a bunch of places to picnic or whatever else. So you could have a fun day here, but just want to see what the water conditions actually look like firsthand. You can see where the brown meets the blue here. This river looks calm on this side, but it's actually flowing really fast. Well, I'm just starting and I'm not yet out of breath, so I'm gonna chat now. My hike, the lagoon just was a bit of a bust. That's okay though. I'm really happy that I planned to do both things, so at least I didn't go all that way just to turn around. I just put a ton of bug spray on because I can see a ton of bugs, and got my water bottle ready. I'm already sweating and it's just gonna get worse, so I apologize in advance. This is gonna be a straight up hike, meaning vertical, for what I hear is about a half an hour, and then a beautiful view at the top. And I'm happy to be here before, looks like there's some clouds in the distance. I'm happy to be here before I have to deal with those. The road here, way worse than getting to Blue Lagoon number 2. So I would either take a buggy, like a 4-wheel buggy, or get a tuk-tuk or rent a car or something. It was like streams in the road, mud, big puddles, much worse conditions than the gravel with potholes that it was to get to Blue Lagoon number 2. So anyway, I'm gonna get this hike started. Wish me luck. Hopefully no slips. I got my trail runners on, so I gave myself the best shot possible at least. And here we go. Dragonfly. Barely even started and there's already nice views. I'm getting very excited. I was just chatting with some Australian gentlemen who are making their way down, and they said it is well worth the trip, but they were warning me about the mud. They're definitely covered, their shoes and whatnot, but that's fine with me. I can see it getting a little wetter as I go. Oh, some of these steps are huge. Anyway, I'm gonna put this away and get back to it. I have seen a number of people on the trail. A lot of them are a lot younger than me, in like the early teens, I would say. Good number of them brought sandals, just regular flip-flops, and wound up taking them off and holding them because they're not of much use on this slippery slope. So I'm definitely happy I have my trail runners on. I'm breathing hard. The nice thing is too, it's really shaded. There's a canopy over the trail. So, you know, you're not getting the heat that you would if there had been direct sunshine on you. Right now it's like mid-afternoon. It could be a lot hotter here if there was sun directly on me. So I think I'm about 5 minutes from the top, according to some people that just walked past. Almost there, and then I get to enjoy a little rest. I'm at the first real clearing since really down towards the beginning of the trail, and I thought it was the top, but I'm wrong. It goes up a little bit further. But there is trash facilities here, which I'm really surprised by. And you can start to see some of this view. I don't know how well that's coming out on camera, but it looks really nice in person. It's pretty funny because right after that false summit, it looked like we were pretty much at the top, and the slope had looked a lot more gradual from there. I was like, oh, this should be easy. Totally wrong. It turned into basically a rock scramble after that point, and so early on I was kind of wishing that I had some sort of like hiking stick or pole with me to help on the way up, because the steps are pretty steep, but I was so happy I didn't have one towards the end, so I had both hands to help pull myself up and keep myself steady on the rocks. But it worked out well. It's unbelievable up here, so beautiful. I'm still sweating like crazy. I just took a tiny break in the shade. There's a little hut up here. Just took a little break. Now I'm gonna try and take a picture on the famous motorcycle that's up here, and just taking the view for a while. I brought up a sandwich with me, a little chicken sandwich I got for 25,000 kip. That and a water was 25,000 kip, but not super hungry after the hike, so we'll see, maybe after I cool down a little bit. But wow, I don't want to go down. It's so beautiful up here in every direction. 360-degree views, the rice paddies, the limestone cliffs, beautiful clouds. You can see people off on the dirt road in their buggies, and the farmland. It's beautiful. So really happy that the weather held out and I was able to get up here. This more than makes up for the lagoon maybe not being swimmable earlier. But wow, don't sleep on this hike. This feels good. Feels good to have made it. I got the best seat in the house too. Made it. It was a little harder on the way down, I would say, than on the way up. I wanted to go slow, make sure I didn't slip. And then at the bottom, there was a pipe so I could wash, at least rinse the mess and mud off my shoes, which is nice. So I opted to sit in the back here though, on the way back, just to not get water and sweat and mud in the cabin. This gentleman sunk out. So